जय श्री श्री गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री राधा नयननाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्ततर सचशिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्ततर सचशिला भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्ततर सचशिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंसा शिला गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिशिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवद्वीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरो श्री जुता पद कमला श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपं सग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. We are hearing SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM. Yesterday, one second. Yesterday, I forgot to read one verse. When I started reading, I skipped one by my mistake. I noticed after, but it is very important verse. When Dhruva was going back home from Madan, that time we heard how he was lamenting that why I desired those things. And also one verse he told, this one, Devim Mayam Upashritya Prasupta Iva Bhinnadrik Tapye Dvitya Pyasati Trivya Hrit Ruja. Dhruva Maharaj lamented, I was under the influence of the illusory energy, being ignorant of the actual facts. I was sleeping on her lap. Under a vision of duality, I saw my brother as my enemy, and falsely I lamented within my heart, thinking, they are my enemies. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, you know, he wrote that song. Jeev jago, Gaura Chanda bole, Koto nidra jao maya, Pishachiro kole. This is based on this verse. Dhruva was saying, I was sleeping on her lap. Pishachiro kole. Kole means on lap. That which Maya, on her lap, I was sleeping. When we are sleeping on the lap of Maya, when we are in illusion, then we see friends and enemies based on bodily identification. This topic is very much discussed in Prahlad Charitra. Prahlad Maharaj explained to Sanda and Tamarka, this is under illusion we are seeing this is my country, that is your country, they are friends, they are enemies, like this. That is all illusion, because all souls, they belong to Krishna. Here I will read commentary. They are sons of Krishna. There is no I belong to China, I hate America. I belong to America, I hate China, or India, Pakistan, like this, or this village, that village, this football club, that football club, all these dualities, and then friends and enemies. And what is good for my body, whoever does, he's my friend. Whoever does something wrong, he's enemy. That is based on dualistic vision, material vision, in the lap of Maya. Prahlad Maharaj explained, and also he explained to his father, that you please give up this vision of enemies. No one is our enemy. Our enemy is only our uncontrolled mind, because of which we are unable to see the actual fact, like he said. So Uttam, he was going, the stepbrother of Dhruva Maharaj, he was going on the lap of his father. Dhruva also wanted to go, but stepmother pushed him down. So he was thinking, they are my enemies. My desire cannot be fulfilled. They are putting obstacle. So they are my enemies. Based on bodily interest and bodily identification. Like when Hiranyakashipu, he told to those demons, you kill Prahlad boy. Then they were thinking, how we can kill your son? Then he said, no, he may be my son, but he is my enemy, because he took sight of my enemy Vishnu. So like there is some disease in our body, gangrene, then you have to cut that part of the body to save the rest. Like that, this Prahlad, yes, he's my son, but he's my enemy, so you kill him. So this is all based on this. But one who, like Prahlad, is pure devotee, he thinks all are coming from Supreme Lord, and he has well-wishing to everyone. That is why when demigods approached Supreme Lord, they told, this Hiranyakashipu is disturbing so much, and he took all our powers away and everything. So you please come and kill him. Then Supreme Lord, he told, no, I will not come now. When he will disturb my pure devotee Prahlad Maharaj, who is thinking for the welfare of all, that time I will appear. I will not appear because of your own selfish desires. They were thinking, I lost that power, Hiranyakashipu took, so Supreme Lord, you come and you kill him. So that is selfish desire behind. But Supreme Lord does not appear where there is selfish desire. He told, I will come when he will oppress my pure devotee who is thinking about the welfare of all. That is only sadhu possible. Like I told, our Gurudev told, that someone is thinking about his own food is good, better than depending on others. Someone is thinking about his family is better than someone who thinks only about himself. Then someone thinking about the village and like this country, district, this world. But that is extended, limited vision. But one who is serving Supreme Lord on transcendental platform, he is actually doing welfare activities for all. Because Supreme Lord is the root, so like watering at the root of tree, you nourish whole tree. So that devotee actually serves everyone in proper way. There is no selfishness there. So here Sai Maharaj, he wrote commentary. Real knowledge is revealed to a devotee only when he comes to the right conclusion about life by the grace of the Lord. It is always by the grace of the Lord there is realization. We cannot get by our own effort. we have to give our effort. Kriti sadhya bhavet sadhya bhavasa sadhana vidhanita siddhasya bhavasya prakata kriti sadhyata. We have to give our effort to engage our senses in the service of Supreme Lord by the guidance of pure devotee, but that will awaken that bhav, our love for Krishna will awaken in our heart. We cannot create, only we reveal or manifest, and that is by the grace. Krishna sends Guru, and Guru gives us sadhana. When we do sadhana, then we can get. So Dhruva did perfect sadhana. He did everything what Narad Goswami told him, his Guru. That is why he got revelation. Our creation of friends and enemies within this material world is something like dreaming at night. In dreams, we create so many things out of various impressions in the subconscious mind, but all such creations are simply temporary and unreal. That is, of course, for general dreams. They are like karmic dreams. It is written in Vedanta Sutra that Supreme Lord is the creator of our wakeful state, our dream state. Also, in dream state, also we exhaust some of our karma, means finish some of our karma, because sometimes in dream we get some enjoyment, means we got results of some of our good deeds before. And when we get suffering, that means due to some bad actions, I'm getting suffering in dream. So some karma goes through dreams also, and those dreams are created by Supreme Lord according to our karma, and he creates and he also winds up, means when the dream will stop is exactly at that time when Krishna stops. He's the creator. Sometimes we lament, oh, it's a very good dream, why I woke up, or sometimes we are happy when some bad dream, fearful dream, nightmare, then we are happy, oh, it was unreal. But all created by Supreme Lord. So these are normal karmic dreams. But there are also spiritual dreams. It is written in Vedanta Sutra that sometimes you can get mantra in dream. You can get some knowledge of some medicine, or when you do some yagya, then the dream will tell you whether that yagya was successful or not, or Supreme Lord or his pure devotee, they can appear and they can give us some guidance. Those are spiritual dreams, also possible. In the same way, although apparently we are awake in material life, because we have no information of the soul and the super soul, we create many friends and enemies simply out of imagination. You remember, we were reading Kapil Bhagavan Devahuti Sambat in narrating the qualities of a sadhu. Kapil Bhagavan said, one of the quality of a sadhu is Ajata Shatru. That for a sadhu, his enemy is never born. Means sadhu, real pure devotee, he does not see anyone as his enemy. In two senses. One is this, that he is not discriminating based on bodily. We are this country, you are that country. I'm this, you are that group, this group, all these things. No, he's not seeing. He sees everyone is of Supreme Lord. And in another sense, if some misbehavior comes to him through someone, like here, stepmother, she very much harshly behaved with Dhruva. Real sadhu does not see him as enemy. He sees, it is due to my previous bad actions this behavior came to me. Krishna gave that result. As we heard, but we have to hear this again and again because we forget and we don't apply in our life. Mother Suniti told Dhruva, whatever suffering we give to others, that same suffering we will have to get. So whatever I'm getting now through someone is instrumental from my side, that is the result of my past actions. I did this. Now I'm getting back. So if I take revenge or if I have hostile mentality, then further I will make new karma. But if I can tolerate and see it as a grace of Supreme Lord to rectify me, then I will finish. Then I will be free. So real devotee does not see anyone as his enemy. He thinks all are good, I am bad. I am bad means I did bad activities in past, that is why this is happening to me. All are good in the sense that they are instruments in the hands of God to bring that result to me. That does not mean that if someone is killing, that is good action. No, but from my side, through him I got what I deserve because of my past actions by the will of Krishna. He gives the result. So one who can see like this, he can be released from suffering. Krishna told in 10th canto through the mouth of Brahma, Tatenu kampam susamikshamanam bunjanevatma kritam vipakam. One who can see my grace in all circumstances. One who does not blame anyone for his suffering, seeing that I am reaping the fruits of my own actions, then with pure heart he will dedicate to me, then he will be freed from all karma and he will attain transcendental abode, Golok Dham, he will get by this practice. So Ajata Shatru, his enemy is never, he does not see anyone as his enemy. Our Gurudev is example of this. At some period of time, some were criticizing him. Even God brothers, like some criticism happened. Then some other, his God brothers, they told, you have to protest this. This is not good. It is not true. So you have to do something. Then Gurudev said, no. Krishna is very merciful to me. He directly saw it. Krishna is very merciful to me. Of course, Gurudev is not conditioned soul. He has no karma, but to teach us, by example, how we should see. And when we heard that iconoclast, some Muslims, they try to destroy deities, but in our Gokul Mahavan Mat, there was some problem with local people, and our Gurudev also told how devotees they should behave, but somehow they did not follow Gurudev's advice. So there was some problem, and some people, they came and they destroyed deity in our mat. Destroyed. Then when Gurudev came to know, then he came there and he was crying, sitting on the ground, and was crying and chanting and thinking and saying, it is all due to my fault. It is due to my fault this happened. So because Gurudev was doing like this, then after short time, those who did this wrong actions, they came and they regretted, repented, and they surrendered to Gurudev because of this, Gurudev's mood. So they are not seeing anyone as enemy. This is not so easy. For conditioned souls, it is impossible. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami says that within this material world or material consciousness, good and bad are the same. The distinction between good and bad is simply a mental concoction. This is all Maya. What is good, what is bad in Maya or in dream, that is all dream. It is Maya. The actual fact is that all living entities are sons of God, or byproducts of His marginal energy. Because of our being contaminated by the modes of material nature, we distinguish one spiritual spark from another. He is American, he is Indian, he is animal, he is tree, like this we are seeing. That is also another kind of dreaming. It is stated in the Bhagavad Gita that those who are actually learned do not make any distinction between a learned scholar, a brahmana, an elephant, a dog, and a chandal. They do not see in terms of the external body. Rather, they see the person as spirit soul. By higher understanding, one can know that the material body is nothing but a combination of the 5 material elements. In that sense, also the bodily construction of a human being and that of a demigod are one and the same, or animal. Same material, this body. This is American, Indian, Slovenian, or French. They're all same 5 material elements: earth, water, fire, air, sky. From the spiritual point of view, we are all spiritual sparks, parts and parcels of the Supreme Spirit, God. Either materially or spiritually, we are basically one. But we make friends and enemies as dictated by the illusory energy. Dhruva Maharaj therefore said, Devim Mayam Upashritya. The cause of his bewilderment was his association with the illusory material energy. You remember Krishna says in Gita, 7th chapter, Devi Hyesha Gunamai Mama Maya Durateya. Devi Hyesha Gunamai. Mama Maya, Devi Hyesha, Devi Maya. Devi Hyesha Gunamai Mama Maya Durateya. Mam eva je prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. This Devi Maya of 3 gunas is my Maya, and no one can cross over it. Durateya. No one can cross. Because that is my Maya, backed by Krishna. No one is more than Krishna, more powerful. And Krishna is backing Maya. So no one can cross. But if someone will surrender to Krishna, then he can cross over by Krishna's grace. Otherwise, by your own effort, it is impossible. Even Gyanis, yogis, they, by their own effort, by their own sadhana, tapasya, they come to a certain level, they think, now I am liberated from Maya. But because they are not accepting the shelter of Supreme Lord, they again fall down in even more abominable state than before. Brahma told in 10th canto, 2nd chapter, Jene Avirvindaksha Vimukta Maninas. They think they are Vimuktas, but Abhishuddha Buddha, their conception is not holy. And Patante Ado, they will fall down if they don't accept the service of Krishna. So no one can cross over Maya. So, and when we are in Maya, then we see this enemy friend based on bodily identification, or he is the cause of my suffering. Both is wrong vision. Then we heard how when King Uttanpat heard that his son is coming back, he was astonished how this is possible, but he also had faith in Narad Goswami's words that his son will come back, so he was very happy, and he mounted a chariot and went towards Dhruva to receive him with his friends and ministers and brahmanas. They were chanting and with band music and chanting Vedic mantras to indicate all good fortune. With all his paraphernalia, he went to receive his son, 5-year-old son. Sunitih suruchis chasya mahishyo rukma bhushite aruhya shibikam sardham utamena bhijagmatuhu. Both the queens of King Uttanpat, namely Suniti and Suruchi, along with his other son Uttam, appeared in the procession. You see, automatically their behavior changed. Our Gurudev told, Dhruva did not demand, why you are misbehaving with me, you should behave nicely. He never demanded. But automatically it happened when Dhruva rectified himself. He gave up all hostile mentality and he was worshipping Supreme Lord. Then automatically everything changed in the heart of others. That is the only way how to solve the problem. We cannot change others by fighting, by killing or anything. And even one time this appeared by the grace of Bhagavatam, that even if you succeed in changing someone from bad character to good character, if it is in my karma that I have to get some bad behavior, even through that good natured person whom you changed, that bad result can come to you through him by the will of Krishna. So we cannot escape our karma by trying to change others. We have to rectify ourselves, not others. Others are only instrumental, and it can come through good-natured person also. Evidence is in Bhagavatam, when Parikshit Maharaj was going there, he already was free from thirst and hunger by his exalted personality. But suddenly he was thirsty there and he misbehaved with that sadhu there. And while he was going home, he was regretting, why I did this. This is not in my nature. Why I did this? It was wrong. I should be punished for my misdeed. Oh God, if you love me, you please punish me. Then immediately when that curse was given and they told to Parikshit Maharaj, then he said, yes, Krishna loves me. He gave me punishment for my misdeed. But the Acharyas, they have explained that actually it was not in his nature, but it was inspired by Supreme Lord from within. Why? Because he wanted to bring Parikshit Maharaj back to him quickly, and because he wanted that SRIMAD Bhagavatam should be manifested. And for other reasons also, this was made, that Parikshit Maharaj misbehaved, though it was not in his nature. So, if it is in my karma, I did bad behavior to someone. Now, sometime I will have to get that fruit. Then, through someone that will come to me, even if before I changed him to good person, that will come. If it is in my karma, by Krishna's will it will come. So that is not the solution. The solution is only our Gurudev told, if you want to be free from all suffering, from all karma, everything, you have to give up blaming others, give up hostile mentality due to this ignorance, and surrender to Supreme Lord, dedicate to Him fully. Then only you can be free from all suffering and can get ultimate bliss. So here they appeared. The queens were seated on a palanquin. Tam drishto pavanabhyasha ayantam tara sarathat avaruhya nripasturnam asadya prema vihvala parireben gajam dorbhyam dirghotkantamanas shvasan vishvakse nangri sansparsha hata sheshagha bandhanam. Upon seeing Dhruva Maharaj approaching the neighboring small forest, King Uttanpat with great haste got down from his chariot. He had been very anxious for a long time to see his son Dhruva, and therefore with great love and affection he went forward to embrace his long-lost boy. Breathing very heavily, the king embraced him with both arms. But Dhruva Maharaj was not the same as before. He was completely sanctified by spiritual advancement due to having been touched by the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Means Dhruva was not in that material emotion. He did not have any attachment, that material attachment. King had that, but Dhruva did not, because now he was on spiritual platform. Our Gurudev explained in his book that Dhruva did not feel that thing, some material relationship. Atha jigran muhur murdni shiter nayana varibhi snapayam asatanayam jatodama manorataha. Reunion with Dhruva Maharaj fulfilled King Uttanpat's long-cherished desire, and for this reason he smelled Dhruva's head again and again and bathed him with torrents of very cold tears. This is fatherly affection by nature, that he will smell the son's head. By nature it is. And here the cold tears means they are out of happiness. If there is some distress, tears are hot. But if it is out of happiness, they are cool. Abhivandya pituh padau ashirbish chabi mantritaha nanama mataro shirshna satkritah sajjana grani. Then Dhruva Maharaj, the foremost of all nobles, first of all offered his obeisances at the feet of his father and was honored by his father with various questions. He then bowed his head at the feet of his two mothers. And he first bowed down to Suruchi. Before, he was seeing her as an enemy because she misbehaved with him. But now, realizing the fact, he was grateful to her. Because of your behavior, I was so much disturbed, and I wanted higher position, and for that reason I worshipped Supreme Lord, and I got Supreme Lord. I lost all other desires, and I don't see anyone as enemy. So he bowed down to her out of gratefulness, to Suruchi first. This is the difference. We conditioned soul, someone is doing some misbehavior to us, harsh behavior or something wrong, then we think as enemy, and we keep that all the time. And all the time that is within us, that issue is within us, even it may be suppressed. Many things, like in childhood, if something happened, then that becomes suppressed inside, but that is all the time burning inside, that issue. That is why our Gurudev told, when Dhruva gave up all blaming to anyone, then his heart was free, clear, no any issue with anyone. That is why he could give full attention to God, otherwise we cannot. That verse, Brahma told, Tattenu kampam susamikshamanam bhunjanaivatma kritam vipakam. One who sees Krishna's grace in all circumstances, because Krishna is giving the fruit and he is all good. Mangalam Vishnu, Mangalam Madhusudanam, he is all good. For our good he is doing this. Even suffering is good to rectify us, to show us the real nature of our actions, which we did not believe before. And now we are getting experience, then, and who is not blaming anyone, then he only can do Hrit Vak Vapurbir Vidadhar Namaste Jiveta Jo Mukti Pades Daibak. He only can offer his body, mind and speech for the service of Krishna fully, because no any other issue. And when one completely dedicates to Krishna, then automatically that there it is written Mukti Pade Sadaya Bhag, the lotus feet of Supreme Lord, you will get. Like son inherits his father's property automatically. Like that, such a person who has such attitude inside his heart, not by words, but inside his heart, then he is free from all suffering immediately, at that moment. Immediately, his all karma, everything is destroyed by the will of Krishna, because he rectified himself. So there is no need of punishment for him anymore. He is not in prison house anymore. Immediately. So he can. Our Gurudev told we are chanting Harinam, but at the same time we are keeping hostile mentality. He is bad, you know what he did to me, he's bad, all this we are saying, then we cannot actually chant properly Harinam, as long as such blaming is there. But it is not so easy, it is very difficult for conditioned souls. Due to ignorance, because we are in Maya, we cannot see properly that I'm getting the fruit of my own actions. Sometimes some revelation may happen, then we are regretting, we are crying that yes, it is true. Sometimes we can see, by the grace of Krishna, some behavior is coming to me, and I can recognize it, that this same thing I did to that person. You can recognize. Then you can know, yes, it is true for everything. So as long as we keep some issue inside, we cannot give our attention to the service of Krishna fully. So, Suruchi stam samutapya padavanantam arbakam parishva jaha jiveti bashpa gadgadaya gira. Suruchi, the younger mother of Dhruva Maharaj, seeing that the innocent boy had fallen at her feet, immediately picked him up, embracing him with her hands, and with tears of feeling she blessed him with the words, "My dear boy, long you may live." See how her heart changed. Before, Dhruva, innocent, he was just climbing on his father's lap out of love. But Suruchi pushed him down very harshly. and with harsh words she said, "No, you cannot come on your father's lap, because you are unfortunate child. You are born from unfortunate woman. Your father loves me. He does not love your mother. So you have no right to sit here on your father's lap, and also you will not get the kingdom my son will get, because your father loves me." And then when Dhruva was crying, then she said, "But one thing you can do, you can worship Supreme Lord when he will be pleased with you and will want to offer you boon. That time you say, I want to die, and I want to be born again as son of Suruchi. Then you can get your father's lap." See how envious. But now, from the heart, she picked him up when she saw he's giving dandavat, and embracing him, and with tears, with feeling from the heart, she blessed him. "My dear boy, long may you live." So our Gurudev told, Dhruva never demanded change of behavior, but automatically it happened because Dhruva changed himself. Yasya prasano bhagavan gunair maitri adibir harih tasmai namanti bhutani nimnam apa eva swayam. Unto one who has transcendental qualities due to friendly behavior with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all living entities offer honor, just as water automatically flows down by nature. Jive Saman Divejani Krishna Dishtan. A real devotee, he gives due respect to all living entities. He sees no one as enemy, and he does not disrespect anyone, and he does not demand respect from anyone, because of his such loving mood to all living entities and well-wishing mood. Automatically everyone will give respect to him. Only if they are demons, they will fight against due to envy, like Hiranyakashipu. But ultimately they also will have to submit. Utamascha Dhruva, here Suruchi mother felt, because he is connected with Supreme Lord. Friendship means he's well-wishing of Supreme Lord, Sakyam, well-wishing that. So one who has devotion to Supreme Lord, because of this, Suruchi is feeling like that for him now. Everyone will offer honor and affection automatically. Utamascha Dhruvaschobho Anyonyam Prema Vihvalo Anga Sangat Utpulako Asro Gham Muhur Uhatuhu. The two brothers Uttam and Dhruva Maharaj also exchanged their tears. Dhruva not seeing him as enemy, Uttam not seeing him as enemy. They were overwhelmed by the ecstasy of love and affection, and when they embraced one another, the hair on their bodies stood up. What to speak of human beings? Even animals. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going through forest to Vrindavan, Jarikant. There is deer going, and there is a foot of tiger, and there is elephant going, and rabbit is going. Rabbit is always afraid of elephant, will step on him, will kill, and fox and all this. But Mahaprabhu was loudly chanting Harinam. Then all those souls in those bodies, they awakened to their real nature. So they are now not in their material nature, but they're feeling, I am of Krishna and he is of Krishna. So tiger and deer, they're going together, side by side, and kissing each other with affection and chanting Harinam. There is no enmity, no fear, no nothing, because of that transcendental realization. And rabbit is going without any fear. They're all friendly to each other because they see relation with Supreme Lord and all are related to him. So that is possible, but we have to reach that platform. First, we have to have such loving relation to all. Then automatically others will also have such behavior. But we have to awaken that pure devotion to Krishna, which translates also into a love relation with all jivas. Sunitir asya janani pranebhyo pipriyam sutam upaguhya jaho adhim tat anga sparsha nirvrita. Suniti, the real mother of Dhruva Maharaj, embraced the tender body of her son, who was dearer to her than her own life, and thus forgot all material grief, for she was very pleased. Dhruva first went to Suruchi, then to his mother. Payah stanabhyam susrava netrajaih salilaih shivai tadabhi shichya manabhyam vira vira suvomuhu. My dear Vidur, Suniti was the mother of a great hero. Her tears, together with the milk flowing from her breasts, wet the whole body of Dhruva Maharaj. This was a great auspicious sign. When there is affection, then milk automatically comes. Even if the boy is big, can happen. When there is such great affection. So it was a very auspicious sign. By tears she wet him, and also by breast milk, automatically. Tam shasham sur jana ragim dishtyate putra artiha pratilabdas chiram nashto rakshita mandalam bhuvaha. The residents of the palace praised the queen. Dear queen, your beloved son was lost a long time ago, and it is your great fortune that he now has come back. It appears, therefore, that your son will be able to protect you for a very long time and will put an end to all your material pangs. This is from material platform, but it is still true that this is very auspicious. So there will be no more inauspiciousness for her. Abhyarchitas tvaya nunam bhagavan pranatartiha yat anu dhyaino dhira mrityum jigyuh sudurjayam. Dear Queen, you must have worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who delivers his devotees from the greatest danger. Persons who constantly meditate upon him surpass the course of birth and death. This perfection is very difficult to achieve. Here, Sai Maharaj is commenting. Dhruva Maharaj was the lost child of Queen Suniti, but during his absence, she always meditated upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is able to rescue his devotees from all dangers. While Dhruva Maharaj was absent from his home, not only did he undergo severe austerities in the forest of Madan, but at home also his mother prayed to the Supreme Lord for his safety and good fortune. In other words, the Lord was worshipped by both the mother and the son, and both were able to achieve the supreme benediction from the Supreme Lord. See? And also, this is one thing. Another thing also, it is due to previous Sukriti that we may get a devotee son. Due to previous Sukriti, then that will be beneficial. The word Sudurjayam, an adjective which indicates that no one can conquer death, is very significant. When Dhruva Maharaj was away from his home, his father thought that he was dead. Ordinarily, a king's son only 5 years old and away from home in the forest would certainly be supposed dead. But by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not only was he saved, but he was blessed with the highest perfection. We heard he was embracing tiger, python, lion. Are you my Hari? But they did not reply, and they didn't do any harm to him, because Krishna inside as Paramatma was controlling everything. They have such nature that they want to eat human. But because Dhruva was surrendered to Supreme Lord, no one could do any harm to him, though bad nature, or such nature, ferocious nature. So the only way how we can be rescued from harm from outside by any kind of harsh behavior or anything, it is only when we surrender to Supreme Lord, not blaming anyone. Then someone will say, but Haridas Thakur was beaten and Prahlad Maharaj was tortured and all this. But they did not suffer anything. That was to show the glory of a devotee. Mahaprabhu told, I embraced you, Haridas Thakur. I took everything on my back. Haridas Thakur was never suffering anything. Prahlad Maharaj also never. Ambarish Maharaj also never. That was only to show the glory of devotee, how they have tolerance power by the will of Krishna, by the grace of Krishna. And that is not due to their karma. Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj explained in one his Harikatha that a real devotee, when some misbehavior is done to him, he thinks, I did bad activities in past, now I'm getting. It is Krishna's mercy. I will accept it as such. But if someone is already free devotee, like Haridas Thakur, then he will think, oh, Krishna wants to use me for some his own purpose. He's very merciful to me. He wants to give something through me to the world. So he's doing this. He's never thinking why Krishna is putting me into suffering. Like, no. They cannot see like that. So that is different. Lalyamanam janair evam dhruvam sa brataram nripah aropya karinim Hrishta Stuyamano Vishat Puram. The sage Maitreya continued, My dear Vidur, when everyone was thus praising Dhruva Maharaj, the king was very happy, and he had Dhruva and his brother seated on the back of a she-elephant. Thus he returned to his capital, where he was praised by all classes of men, naturally. So tomorrow is Ekadashi, most auspicious. We will further hear. So we have to hear and we have to think and we have to practice devotional service to attain that purity. Our Gurudev told, merely by speaking or hearing we cannot get the desired result. Everything depends upon practice. We have to practice, then we can attain that purity of heart, then proper relation with everyone, then automatically also from environment everything is friendly coming. Devotees, they see like that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ji ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatatatmak Shri Gaurahari ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Shri Radha Nayananath Ji ki Jai. Jai Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Jagannath Dev ki Jai. Jai Shila Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Parang Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Bare ki Jai. Jai Shri Panchatattva Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Brinda Devi Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Jai Sarva Vigna Vinashana Kari Shri Nrishingadev ki Jai. Jai Shri SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM ki Jai. Jai Shri Dhruva Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Ananta Kuti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Samagata Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Gaur Pramanande Hari Bol. Thank you all. Dandavat Pranam Hari Bol.